Huge news coming out of the Emirates today as we kick things off with a massive individual achievement. Alessia Russo has officially been named the Barclays Women's Super League Player of the Month for March. After a sensational performance including a dominant hat-trick against Tottenham and crucial goals against West Ham, she is undoubtedly the form player in the league right now.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Turning our attention to the Champions League stage, tickets for the massive semi-final clash between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid are officially the hottest item in town. With the showdown set for May 5, fans are scrambling as official allocations have completely sold out, and demand is pushing resale prices to record levels. Whether you are hunting for last-minute seats or just tracking the logistics of this historic knockout tie, we have the full breakdown on what you need to know. European media is taking some serious shots at the Gunners despite their path to the Final Four. After a tense draw against Sporting CP, critics are calling the side boring and questioning their fire, with Sporting manager Rui Borges famously comparing his team to a Peugeot matching a Mercedes. With Diego Simon and Atletico Madrid waiting in the semifinals, the pressure is mounting for Arsenal to prove the doubters wrong. Finally, all eyes are on the injury report as Noni Madueke left the pitch with a knee concern, just as the clock ticks down to a critical clash with Manchester City. With Bukayo Saka also in doubt, Mikel Arteta faces a massive selection headache for this high-stakes weekend match. Stay tuned for all the updates on the squad, and do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss a beat. Ever wonder what it looks like when a world-class striker finally hits their stride in a new kit? Look no further than Alessia Russo. The Arsenal forward has officially been crowned the Barclays Women's Super League Player of the Month for March, and let's be honest, it wasn't even a close call. March was pure magic for Russo. She didn't just contribute, she dominated, headlined by that sensational first-ever hat-trick for the Gunners during our 5-2 North London derby demolition of Tottenham. Watching her run that game was a masterclass in clinical finishing. But it wasn't just about the goals. She showed her versatility by setting up Stina Blackstenius in a crucial win over London City Lionesses and firing home in our dominant 5-0 rout of West Ham. It was a perfect month for the club, 3 wins from 3 in the league, and Russo was the engine room of that momentum. She managed to edge out some seriously heavy hitters in the voting, including Manchester City's Khadija Shaw and her own teammate, Lot Wubben-Moy. It really speaks volumes about the impact she's had on the squad's confidence. So, what do you think? Is this the start of an unstoppable streak for Alessia, or just a glimpse of her true potential? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this update, hit that like button and subscribe for all things Arsenal. At the end of the day, form is temporary, but class like this, that's permanent. Imagine the atmosphere at the Emirates Stadium, vibrating with the kind of tension that only a Champions League semifinal can produce. On Tuesday, May 5th, Arsenal squares off against Atletico Madrid, and if you're hoping to be one of the lucky few in the stands, you're looking at one of the toughest tickets to secure in the club's modern history. With Arsenal riding high at the top of the Premier League and hungry for a historic European double, the demand for this showdown has effectively shattered the ceiling. First, a reality check. Don't waste your time looking on the official UEFA website. UEFA doesn't sell tickets for individual fixtures. That responsibility falls solely to the clubs. Since official member allocations are already sold out, you're forced into the secondary market. Right now, prices are reflecting that desperation, with tickets starting at around £245 for the North Bank or the Clock End. It's a steep price, but for a match that could cement Mikel Arteta's legacy as the man who finally brought the Champions League trophy to North London, fans are clearly willing to pay the premium. If you are determined to get in, keep refreshing the official Arsenal ticket portal just in case of late drops, or head over to reputable secondary platforms like StubHub to explore your remaining options. Remember, the goal here is to turn the Emirates into a fortress, much like we saw during that grueling physical battle back in October. As the road to the Puskás Arena in Budapest heats up for the May 30th final, the stakes couldn't be higher. This is history in the making. Are you going to be there to witness it, or will you be watching from the sidelines? If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more matchday updates. After all, in a tournament this unpredictable, you don't want to miss a single beat of the journey. Is Arsenal's dream of Champions League glory actually turning into a tactical nightmare? They've reached back-to-back semifinals for the first time in their history, which sounds like an incredible achievement until you look at how they got there. After a nervy, scoreless slog against Sporting Lisbon, the Gunners are officially through, but they're leaving the rest of Europe completely unimpressed. In fact, the mood across the continent has turned downright brutal. Think about this. Despite Arsenal dismantling Atletico Madrid 4-0 back in October, the media is now tripping over themselves to bet against the North London side. Why? Because the football just isn't fun anymore. French outlet L'Equipe didn't hold back, labeling Mikel Arteta's squad as toothless and boring, even noting that the Emirates was met with an eerie, disapproving silence instead of a roaring celebration. It's a harsh reality check for a team that looks, at times, like they've completely forgotten how to spark creativity without relying on set pieces. Sporting Lisbon manager Rui Borges had the ultimate mic drop moment, comparing his team to a Peugeot that went toe-to-toe with Arsenal's Mercedes. If a team that just bowed out is talking about you like you're just a lucky luxury car stuck in traffic, that's a massive red flag. So here is the big question. Is Arsenal's current, rigid style of play sustainable enough to get past Diego Simon's Atletico, or are they just a ticking time bomb waiting to run out of luck? We want to hear your take. Are the critics right to call this team boring? Or is this just the calculated, disciplined football needed to win a title? Drop a comment below and let's get the debate started. Make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the Champions League drama, because with the final in Budapest on the horizon, the pressure is only going to get hotter. Is the Emirates Stadium officially becoming a modern-day infirmary? Just when Arsenal fans were bracing for a high-stakes showdown against Manchester City, disaster, or at least a very worrying tremor, struck again. During Wednesday night's clash against Sporting CP, Noni Madueke, who has been filling the massive shoes of the injured Bukayo Saka, was forced off the pitch around the hour mark clutching his knee. It is the kind of news that sends shivers down any Gunners supporter's spine, especially with the title race implications of this Sunday's fixture. Now here is where it gets interesting. Post-match, Madueke was spotted limping, yet he was all smiles and laughter with his teammates. Is he playing through the pain, or is it just a bit of a scare? Even Mikel Arteta played his cards close to his chest in the presser, admitting he simply didn't know the severity, though we have all learned to take Arteta's mystery updates with a grain of salt. The reality is, if both Saka and Madueke are sidelined, Arsenal is facing a tactical nightmare. Do you throw 16-year-old wonderkid Max Daumann into the deep end against City's relentless defense? Or do you force someone like Gabriel Jesus or Gabriel Martinelli to pivot to a role that isn't their natural habitat? It is worth keeping a glimmer of hope, though. We've been here before with Madueke, having seen him walk out of Wembley in a knee brace only to dominate the very next match. Could this be a case of the boy who cried wolf? We'll find out soon enough. What is your take? Should Arteta gamble on the youth or stick to the veterans out of position? Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you're sweating this Sunday as much as I am, and remember, in the Premier League, you're only ever one tackle away from a season-defining crisis.